Hello everybody, welcome back to Reachin Reverie. My name is Alex, and as always, thank you so much for choosing this video to watch today. Today's video is part of a series where we are building our shop from the ground up, one piece at a time. And on today's video, we are going to be working on the roofing rafters. If you missed the last video or the last couple of videos, we do have videos of us putting in our pier and beam flooring, putting in the joists for the floors, installing the plywood flooring, which is tongue and groove, and then also painting our floor with primer and getting the plumbing set up. In the last video, we did build the framing for the walls of our shop. Today we're going to start working on this pile, which is going to become our roof. And it is a beautiful day right now. We woke up and it was 72 degrees, which is just perfect. But we like to get an early start because here in far western Texas in the Chihuahuan Desert, with it being now late August, our days are starting to get shorter, which means we are also getting some cooler days in the mix. But we're still getting up into the high 90s today. So let's get to work and try to beat that heat. Now, what we did here is we did put a piece of plywood just to help level and straighten up and secure this wall. And we are going to go around and do that around the building, putting one piece of plywood on to help level and strengthen that structure as we put the rafters on.
This wall needs to be sucked back in. Okay. Yeah, see, this is a... Okay.
You got it?
We're gonna keep going with what we got, but we're just gonna cut them all the same. Boom, 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 boom. Okay?
Okay.
And then when we get down into here and the wall is sticking over, I'll be up here and you're gonna push. I'm gonna hit the nail.
Make it flush. Okay. All right, it's time to make some more cuts, but this is our rafter so far.
Towards you. How are you on the end?
Just a hair inside.
Yeah, this is where we're going to start needing to pull the wall, I think.
Okay.
So let me get this one nailed.
Okay.
And then you got the paint on the wall. Okay, push. Well, we need to check the level, see how it's doing. Turn it on its side. Put that plywood off there. Okay. Easiest way to do that really is to put it on your shoulder and walk it up. I got it. Go ahead. You got it?
Yeah. We're doing it, guys. So once we make it all the way down with the rafters, we are going to come back in with some cross bracing to straighten out the length of these boards and provide extra support.
Gotta do.
So you're doing the top bracing for the bathroom? All right. Oh, I'm used to the long boards. I took it way too far back. And I support it. That's all we needed. We are loving this roll bar for the lumber. Do you need me to move my ladder?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. That's a pretty piece. Woo!
You're gonna have to way up. Keep going. This is 4 feet long, the other one's 16 feet.
Oh, we're doing 20 footers now.
Hold up.
So now Josh is putting on the top plate for the bathroom. And we're about to start on the rafters in the bathroom. Alright, so we just measured off the distance between each rafter and we're going to put blocking. We'll do that all the way down one end and all the way down this one. That's what you call a perfect fit when you've got to hammer it in. Josh made this really cool jig where he can help try to twist or straighten the twists out of the boards before he staples them. And he can just take it with him to fit over each of these boards. That thing right there. Huh. Bullets, 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 bullets. Bullets. Should show us your jig you made.
I can't dance on a ladder.
The other kind of jig. Your little guide. Little makeshift wooden wrench thing. Huh. What would you call it?
Certainly call it
A lever? A wrench thing. A wooden wrench thing. You're using it like a wrench. My vocabulary for construction is lacking. Ask me about plants. Good catch. Gonna use his little wrench thing Huh? Eh? Good job. That was so smart. Get the twist out of the board. And what's crazy is he picked out really good cream of the crop, best boards we could find. But out here in the desert, it is so dry that as soon as you unstrap your wood, if you even let it sit for a day, you'll come back and it will be warped. So something we just get to deal with. Being in the desert, it warps like crazy as it dries out. That loud noise that keeps turning off and on is our air compressor that allows the nail gun to function. So as he uses the gun, you lower the air and it has to turn back on to give us some more gas. Or air, not gas, but... He says might want to stick with my gardening. Facts. I'm the support person. You are our engineer.
Put that on me.
That is so cool. So we're going to do that all the way down and back.
It's cut for. Ready?
You're on the last one for this side. Still have to go back and do that side. But that was awesome. One side is done. What a push of stamina and endurance. What do you think that was, like an hour and a half? Maybe about let's see, I think he started at about 3. It's 5:10. So that took about 2 hours to do the bracing. Yeah, one side, but had to cut all of these. This is a lot of cuts. So you did great. We are gonna put what he calls a pony wall on top of this, and I learned the term pony wall this weekend. Pony wall is essentially a small wall that we're gonna put on top that is gonna determine the slope. It's just gonna be on one side so that the roof will go and slope downwards that way. So we do need to build that pony wall so we can create slope on our roofing. Good morning, everybody. It is now the next morning. We are so sore and tired, but we are ready for another great, productive day. I just love the way the mountains look at this time of day as the sun is rising. I'm not sure that it's conveying on the camera the way it looks in real life. First of all, it looks a lot closer. I feel like this camera seems to be really zoomed out. But man, those mountains, just the perfect shade of red and purple. And right now feels perfect. It feels like it's in the 60s this morning versus yesterday we had a high of about 100. That was the hottest day this week. We are going to be in the low 90s and upper 80s the rest of this week, which is something we're very thankful for. And you know how we love our animal prints. Look at where we are in proximity to the shop and the RV. We came out this morning and Josh showed me this. Looks like we have baby deer prints, and they're all kind of going in a circle over here. Don't know what's going on. We also in the same area are seeing what looks like dog prints. These are new from yesterday, so this was sometime last night. Another dog print. So we don't know. We can only speculate what happened here, but don't know if it was at the same time, if there was a coyote or something, or a loose dog chasing a baby deer, or if incidentally walking on the same track, if it happened at two different times, little baby deer running around. But there's a lot of swirling around action here, baby deer with dogs shaped prints coming through the same spot as well. But we have been seeing a lot of little tiny baby fawns all in the area, and a lot of the deer out here are having twins. I'm not seeing big deer prints, so hopefully that little deer's all right. So this morning we are leveling our walls in a creative way and making it work. This wall was out just a little bit, and so we were able to use some extra force there to get it back in, and Josh is going to put in a bracing inside to hold it while we get the plywood put on the outside. So this morning the first thing that we did was we essentially made sure that all of the outside walls were level, and we moved the outside bracing that we had coming off the sides to inside bracing so that we could take those off. Now Josh is going to work on doing the blocking for this side like he did on that side, and then from there we're going to start putting plywood on the outside of the house today. Blocking is done all the way around the top. Now we are going to do a sheet of plywood all the way around the whole thing, and then start getting the plywood added on. See, when you do it right the first time, that one was level just by butting up off of that one. That was the way it should be all the way around, huh? It's good. Good stuff. I was saying I'm gonna remember this time. We've got a power source and we've been alternating between the air compressor and the saws. So anytime we make a cut, we have to unplug it and plug in the nailer. And then when we're done nailing, we come back, unplug the nailer, plug in the saw. Playing that game on repeat today. We are changing gears. We like to be flexible here. And we forgot, not really forgot, but just weren't thinking about it, that we are also gonna have a pony wall above this. And the pony wall is gonna be the highest point of the roof that's gonna determine the slope downward. And so we figured, why go ahead and put plywood here if we're also gonna have to come back again with another strip for the pony wall. So we're gonna wait on plywooding this last section until we get all the way around with the second row around the whole building. That way, whenever we build the pony wall, we can just come back one time and do a thicker layer of plywood at the top. I'm glad we thought of that now and not as we're finishing that section. Cutting out the window. Now we're gonna have a window come down here. We got a window. This last wall to do. And then we'll be done with the first 2 layers of plywood. Woohoo! It feels like we are getting this up so fast, but then it also feels like it's taking forever. So you do each little step, but it's so worth it. Very rewarding work. We're getting to the bottom of our boxes of screws. It's crazy. These things are so expensive. Each box is like $120. Just in, I guess they're nails, just in nails. And with that, my friends, the walls are up. We do still need to cut this window out, just the plywood around the window. And of course we need to do the last layer of plywood up along the banding. But that being said, I think we are at a good stopping point for today's video. That is a wonderful breeze coming in that bathroom window. Now, don't forget, if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything going on here at Reachin Reverie. We do a wide variety of videos here on our little homestead that we're building. We will soon get back into garden videos. Of course, right now we are in the thick of building this shop. This video right now is part of a series of us building this building from the ground up, one weekend at a time. So again, hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date and make sure that you are not missing a thing. Well, thank you so much for watching this video today, and we will catch you guys on the next one.